Hello, everyone. This is Greg Dixon, your fun music enabler for playingmusicforfun.com. And today we're going to take a look at intervals in the key of C major. So intervals are an important part of how music works. And what I'm going to do is show you, and I'm going to show you on some charts. And then I'm also going to play and ask you to listen. And what I'm going to do is encourage you to go on your own instrument and play with these intervals. So let's go take a look at the article first. So it's at playingmusicforfun.com/intervals. And it's basically what I'm going to say is this applies to, I'm using the keyboard here because it's kind of very graphical in the way it's presented, but it applies to all fretted instruments, all instruments really. You just have to, what's different is you need to apply different mechanics to play the individual notes. So here, this chart here, it just start with C, goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then the octave is C, and the numbers here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then sometimes the octave is called 8 or 1. And I've put on some Roman numerals here. There's a capital 1, and then lowercase 2, 3, and then capital 4, which is IV and V. And those don't apply strictly to the intervals, but that's going to be important when we start talking about chords later and chord progressions. And so I thought I would introduce that in this chart here. It also does communicate that there's a difference between the 2, 3, and the 4 and the 5. We'll get into that later. So let's go down here. And here are the interviews on the keyboard. So I'm showing the first one is C to D. So that's a minor second. The next one is C to E. That's a major, a major third. And then the C to E is I'm out of order here. Okay. Yeah, then we got, okay, this perfect fourth, the C to an F, they call it a perfect fourth. And C to G, it's called a perfect fifth. And then here we got a major sixth, C to A, it's major sixth. And then C to B, which is a major seventh. And there's the octave. And yeah, so if you can hear, there's a different sound to those. I'm going to play the major fifth again. And then together. Okay, so these can be put together. I'm just going to show you on the keyboard here, and I'm going to put the keyboard on the screen. So this is just a portable Casio tone that I got. It's less than $200. I've got a professional keyboard here, but I like this one because, for one, it's got the cute lights that light up, and also it's something I can pack around. I can play on my lap. I can take it with me in the car, sit on the couch, watch football, and noodle on the keyboard. So it's pretty handy, and the sounds are pretty decent. It's got 400 sounds, but we're going to talk about that at some other time. So here, the main thing here is to listen to what it sounds like. So that's the root, that's a C, and then D, which is a major second, and you can play them separately and then together. That's technically a 2-note chord. And then here we've got the third. That's a major third. And then to the F here, which is a fourth. And I don't know if you can hear the differences. Okay. And then I'm lost a little bit here. Okay, that's a fifth. What they call a perfect fifth. And that's the basis for major chords. I'm going to tell you later. If you add the third, then that's that's a full chord, and then that's a minor chord. So that's how these intervals kind of work together. And here I'm going to play the sixth here up to the A. And if you can, just spend some time on your own instrument and listen to how that sounds together. The distance you can hear with the interval, and then what they sound like together. And then we're going to go up to the B, which is the seventh. Sounds a little bit crunchy. and then there's the octave. So what I would like you to do is just spend some time listening to those and see what it sounds like, and then just play with them. Just like listen to what it sounds like, and you can start here. Maybe you can start playing some tunes. But again, with everything we do, is just have some. Yeah, just have some fun with it. Yeah, so that's what the main thing I wanted to say. And then the next thing is a preview. The next module I'm going to do is going to be on chords, and the way this works is like as I explained earlier, the first and the fifth. That's sort of like what they sometimes refer to as a power chord, and often people will play those two notes in the left hand to accompany. You really can't go wrong. The other thing here is the regular major chord adds the third, which is a major third in the middle. And that's a very comfortable kind of sound that you have there. And then the other thing is, if you lower that third, that interval there is called a minor third. And if you play it together as a chord, that's a minor third chord. And so when you're playing with others, that's a consideration, is whether the chord's major or minor. And when I'm playing bass, I avoid the third completely. I tend to play the 1, 4, and 5, which it will fit into almost everything. So that's my little cheat. So I encourage you to just go and play with these intervals, and get comfortable with how they sound together. And then you can just have some fun, combine those two. The article mentions that I'm using the C major chord, C major scale, but all of these things that will apply to any scale you want to play. Whatever you start on the black keys, there's a way of figuring that out. I'm not going to get things confused by going to there. Anyway, just start playing with these notes, the intervals. And just see what kind of glorious sounds you can make on your keyboard. If you're playing on a guitar, you'll need to learn how to play the 2 and 3 notes with strings, or ukulele, mandolin, whatever it is. The ideas are the same. The mechanics are a little bit different. Anyway, that's I guess that's all I'm going to say for now. Thanks for joining. Go visit playmusicforfun.com. You can sign up. There's a mailing list, and I'll send you some tips and some invitations. And I'm working on a membership course, which will have all these charts and some downloadable stuff, and the videos, all sorts of things. Lots of good things to come. So go have fun playing music. Go experiment. Go be joyful. Thank you.